Ah, going to an art school, the creativity, the passion, but most important of all, the arts. Theater, dance, studio arts, music, everything you could have at an art school. So yeah, I went to an art school, and I will say, no, it's nothing like Victorious. It's far from that. Though I will say that half of the school looked and acted like Jade. I was accepted into the Arts Academy in 2018. When I got the news, I was called down to the office saying that I had a phone call from my mother. She was too excited to wait and wanted to tell me the news. Hello? You were accepted into the Arts Academy! Oh my gosh, I am so proud of you. You've done so much and they see potential in your work and... Yeah, I was pretty excited going to this arts academy. I went to study studio arts. If you guys don't know what studio arts is studying different medias such as painting, still lifes, colors, etc. Basic traditional arts. There was an orientation 2 days before school started, and it was basically an introduction and info about what will happen in the school year. But something I didn't know is that we would get laptops. We were told that most of our classwork was online, and we would access our grades through the website Canvas. After all that, we were ready for our school year. First day of school, we all met in the auditorium for introductions of the teachers. And my lord, it was the most upbeat introduction I've ever seen. Everyone was going nuts, like they were seeing some famous singer. After that, we were assigned to our classes, and we were on our way through the school year. Classes were surprisingly good, much better from what I was doing at my old school. They helped you thoroughly through if you didn't understand certain topics. Our classes were very detailed and done by professional art tutors, though compared to my artwork during that time, I knew nothing about realism and had no experience. Though they taught me and gave me pointers on what to do. Overall, my first year was pretty amazing. Everything was the same, but instead of me taking studio arts, I was actually put into digital arts, which was okay. This meant I could get experience in using digital tools and softwares. We learned photography, Photoshop, Lightroom, and so much more. During this time, people were making clubs, such as Art Club, Gardening Club, and Gaming Club. I think you guys know which club I chose. Gaming Club! Mostly what we did was play Smash Brothers and other Nintendo games. I met friends there as well, and got along with everyone, and some people thought I was cool. I didn't know how to react to that, so I decided to act like a crackhead when they told me that. Everything seemed to be going well. I was excited to see what would await me for the future of that year. Aw, shit! So COVID happened, and everyone was required to go online. So, a little fun fact. I wore masks way before COVID even started, or was a thing. I would wear masks to school because I felt comfortable with them, and also because I hate my face. But there were times people would come up to me and ask why I wore a mask all the time, and my response was, people are getting sick. I don't want to catch it. 2 weeks later, the news of COVID happened. People thought I predicted COVID because I wore masks. Apparently, I predicted some other things, but I'm keeping that for later. Back to my experience. We were assigned Zoom and we were forced to stay home due to the pandemic, and oh lord, it was bad. My sleep schedule was really messed up, I didn't do my work, and I fell asleep through all my Zoom classes. I was struggling. But I passed. With the skin of my teeth. 11th grade, we were allowed to attend school in person, but in a rotation. We were allowed to go to school for only 2 days. They had a rotation of 3 groups, Group A, B, and C. I was in Group B. When going to school on the first day, our digital classroom was located in the cafeteria. If you were studying a different medium, you would be located somewhere else, such as the studio arts having the whole entire second floor, dancers had the dancing studio, theater had the auditorium, etc. We weren't allowed to do academic classes in person in a classroom, so when we had to go to our academics, we would have to go across the cafeteria, attend Zoom classes there. I usually fell asleep. For our classes, we were shown the basics again due to not being able to access these tools at home. We did stop motion animation, animatic animations, making posters and designs. And that's all I remember from that year. When 2021 hit, things started to change. Some of the faculty staff were leaving the school and new faculty would appear. Students were acting out and the school was doing things they weren't even allowed to do. During this, we were in a new class with a new digital arts teacher. Our old digital arts teacher was still there, but we were assigned to this teacher because of how big the digital group was. And I had a lot of fun with this class. She taught us how to make animation storyboards, animation techniques, themes of animations, and styles. We made comics and animatics for our assignments. We had to make a comic about a square and a star, and I wanted to put this here because I thought it was funny.
That's a person, right? And if you need to say that that person is dabbing,
even during our lessons, we were watching movies because of the lessons of title hooks and rising climate of situations that would occur into the movie. We watched Back into the Future and Millennium Actress. We made our own storyboards and posted it on YouTube. I was the first one to get it done, and it was due in May, but I got it done in March. That's how hyperfixated I was on it. Through that, I enjoyed them. Though, through everything I was taught and where I am today, it wasn't even something I signed up for. When picking classes, I wanted to do game design. I was excited to start game design in the beginning of the school year. I didn't get to start that until 3 to 4 months before the school year even ended, because the teacher who originally did it left before the school year started. And want to know something? When starting the class, I found out the person teaching the class was a student. A senior was teaching this class. Me and some students were shocked. I barely did anything in that class, because it was not what I expected, and I was too distracted about everything that was going on in that class, and I didn't understand anything. I was really upset. I thought it would be better next year, right? 12th grade, my last year in this school. Everyone was back at school. There was no rotation, and everyone had to wear masks. Everything seemed to be okay, till it wasn't. There were fights, people were vandalizing, and just ruining it for everyone. I realized everything that was happening, they were just letting anyone into the school without showing a sheer ounce of artistic motive. They weren't doing this for the future of artists anymore. They were doing this for the money. I was hearing people say that they were going to change their arts to another one because they thought they would get away with not doing anything in that course, which made me mad. Then I heard another student say how they got into the school and was given the excuse of, I just don't want to go to my old school. And they were accepted, with no motivation or passion in the arts. I was accepted into the school because they saw I had potential, and I told them that I wanted to make my passion into my future career. They cared for that. That made me very mad because there are people here at this school who want their passion hobby to be their career. And the school was letting anyone in and ruining it for everyone. Even after all the horrible staffing of students, I was reassigned back into studio arts midway through the year. As my mom saw, I was literally doing nothing in that class. So, what did you learn in art class today? Absolutely nothing. What? We were just sitting on the computers doing absolutely nothing. Oh, hell no. So, I was assigned into 2 studio classes, and it was the best decision I've ever made. Out of all of them, these 2 studio art teachers were my most favorite. They loved my artwork, and they were like a secondary family to me. One even encouraged me to recreate a painting of Venus de Milo from the Birth of Venus painting for our prom theme. I had no confidence, and I thought I wouldn't be able to make this. But they believed in me and cheered me on. They even took photos of my progress, from sketch all the way to the finished product. This was one of the biggest projects I've done. Literally, this painting is 5'6" and painted on cardboard. And I still have her. She's in our dining room, staring at us while we eat. Did I get experience in this art school? Yes. Did the school help me improve my art skills? Absolutely. Would I recommend this school to someone now? No. Definitely not.
So, hello. This is my first animatic story. I did not expect it to get so much support, and I thank you all for that. This video was a test to see what I can play with, such as art styles and backgrounds. So if you notice some of the styles that's changed, that's why. I'll do my best to make it better in the future. I have a lot of stories about this school, but if I put it into one whole video, the video would have been an hour long. I also didn't want to talk about things too bad about the school because the teachers at this school really helped me to where I am today. Though since I've graduated, I've been hearing horror stories about what's been happening ever since I graduated, and I'm so glad that I graduated last year. I'm planning another story at the moment, but I want to put an art challenge video in between each story, so you guys don't have to wait a long time for a video to be posted. I'm currently asking some of my art friends if they're interested in the challenges I wanted to do. I have one friend who's down to do it. Hopefully I can try my best to make it happen. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.